Sparkles and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do my life story. So we're going to talk about my life from the beginning all the way to right now. Just to clear some air, yes I know I'm sunburned, I went to the beach on Monday and yes I'm sunburned. And yeah, we don't have my mannequin anymore because my sister is actually using it for what it's actually meant to be used for. She's trying to make like a shirt or a skirt or something, so she's taken my mannequin, so I don't have my mannequin right now. So my background is kind of boring and plain, but that's fine. We still have my glitter work and we still have, you know, anyway, we still have my background, it's fine. It is like a-okay. But yeah, anyway, so we're going to get started. How my life began. Obviously my parents, they actually met through friends of friends, and then they got married and da-da. But their pregnancy story was very, very hard. They were older. They were older. They weren't like, they were okay, but they were older when they met, and so yeah, so they struggled. And then they had the first round of IVF. They had my brother. He was born in 2000, so he's 24 this year. And then they miscarried twice, I think. Twice or once, I don't remember, but anyway, they had a miscarriage. And then they had me and my sister, me and my twin sister. So how that worked is they actually put 2 eggs in to see if it would help. They put 2 eggs in to see if it would help one grow. So they put like a smaller one in and they put a bigger one in to see the smaller one would help the other one grow. But actually they ended up both working. And so it's me and my sister. We ended up both, you know, working, and she actually found out that we were twins, and it was amazing. And it was like the best time of my life that we were twins. She's like, we're twins! And it was like amazing because my mum's a set of twins. So my mum is a twin. My mum has a twin brother and a twin sister. And then my dad has a set of twin brother and twin sister. So we have about 3. Now there is 4 sets of twins in my mum's family. My mum's a twin, her brother and sister are twins, my dad's brother and sister are twins, and I'm a twin. So yeah, we have a lot of twins in my family. But yeah, me and my sister were an accident pair of twins because we were supposed to be just the 1 egg, but we ended up being, she put 2 eggs in, but they ended up both growing and working, and it was amazing. And then my sister was the trouble one. She had too much water in her sac. She had way too much water inside like too much fluid in the sac, you know, where the baby grows. She had too much water in there. And then on one Monday morning, 2024, wait no, let me restart. One Monday morning on the 22nd of March 2004, my mum got told when she was doing the checkup for my sister, they ended up checking me as well, and they were like, oh, she needs to go in and have this baby right now. Her oxygen levels are really low, so I had to get out because my oxygen levels are low. So I ended up being baby A because I was the first one born, Alana, me, and then my sister is Danielle. Actually, oh no, never mind. Never mind. And so yeah, and I also had my dad has this thing called hip dysplasia. It's like this, I don't know, genetic thing. My sister and brother also had it, but they had it to the point where it was gonna, like, it automatically like corrected itself by itself, where mine didn't correct itself. So I had to end up going in a harness for a couple of months, even maybe a couple of years. I don't remember how long I was in a harness for, but I ended up having to go in a harness. So I was in a harness because my hip dysplasia. Actually, my dad has metal hips because his parents didn't even know he had hip dysplasia until, because no one else in his family has that, only my dad. And so they didn't actually, my dad didn't actually know he had it, or the parents didn't know he had it until it was already too late. So my dad ended up having to have fake metal hips. But my parents, they knew to look for it because it was like genetic, and my brother and sister my brother had it, but his corrected himself, and then my sister had it and hers corrected herself, but mine didn't. So I was in a harness, and then the harness just fixed itself, and now I've got great hips. And so I actually did everything after my sister, but not soon after, like potty training. My sister did it, and then a week later I did it, and same with walking. Well, walking was a bit different. Walking, because I was in this harness, so I like couldn't walk for a while. So anyway, I was in this harness, anyway, and then it came to school. Now my schooling journey, that is a story of its own. I went to 3 different primary schools, and my mum like could kind of see before I went to school could kind of see that I wasn't doing the things I should be doing at the time that I should be doing. So I ended up getting a head scan where they put all these like things on your head to like, you know, scan your head and whatever. And it actually came back that I had a very, very mild special needs, like very, very mild, to the point that it's like not, like, I do struggle with learning, like I struggle with learning, but that's about it. I don't really struggle day-to-day life, I don't struggle, but learning, yes. But other than that, no, that I didn't really get a diagnosis. I just got like very mild special needs. There was like no name for it. It was like just mild special needs. So schooling was difficult because the first school I went to, I was way too smart for. Like it was like fully special needs, just for like higher needs people. So I was way too smart for that one. And then I went to my sister's primary school and I was not smart enough for it because my sister's was public school. And I just like wasn't smart enough for it. So then I ended up going to a different, like my schooling journey was quite like actually horrendous. I didn't like my primary school journey. First primary school I was way too smart for because it was like fully learning sport. The second primary school I went to I was not smart enough for because it was public school, and then I just struggled anyway. And then the third school I went to for primary school, it was okay, but it wasn't the best. It was still learning sport, but it wasn't for like very, very high needs. It was just for like people that needed help. Anyway, I still was a bit too smart for that school, but like I don't know what to say. But then in high school, I went to like an all-girls school. I went to an all-girls school, and it was learning sport and mainstream. So what happens is you do like math, English, science. So math, English, science. So there was math, English, science, and there's a couple of other classes that you did learn sport. But then mainstream classes was like history, religion, food tech. We did like a couple of other subjects that were main. So I was half mainstream, half learning sport. So math, English, and science, like the main ones, were learning sport. And then like religion, hospitality, food tech, wood tech, you know, all the techs. And then like a couple of other subjects, they were all mainstream. So I did half mainstream, half learning sport, which was actually very good. And if I had that experience in primary school, that would have been way better, but I didn't get that experience, and I realised I moved my hands a lot. Anyway, so I didn't get that experience in primary school, but I did get that experience in high school, and I would say that it changed my life. Going back to the first beginning of high school was a nightmare. It wasn't a nightmare, but I was a nightmare. I ended up sticking with my sister's friendship group because I didn't have any friends. Nobody from my school went to my high school, so I just like didn't know anybody. I didn't have any friends. I was basically alone, if that what you want to call it. I was basically by myself, just with my sister, because we were twins. Everyone didn't believe we were twins. Everyone was just like, you're lying. You're gonna like come out and be like, oh, we were just lying. It was just a joke. But yeah, anyway, it was not a joke. Me and my sister were actually twins, and we're actually twins because I realized that because our like last name was the same. Anyway, so yeah, so anyway, I was with my sister's friendship group for about 2 years. Yeah, it was miserable. Year 7, and then in the end, year 8, I was still in my sister's friendship group, but my sister was like, oh, you need to make your own friends, which I did. I did need to make my own friends, but I didn't want to believe it. I was just like shy, and I would cry a lot because I was like shy and stuff, and I like didn't want to talk to anybody. But then in year 8, even though I had met my bestie, Lisa, if you know who she is, I met my bestie in year 7, but we actually didn't get close until year 8, because we did learning sports subjects together, so that's how we met, through the learning sports subjects, through like math, English, science, and stuff like that. And so yeah, I met my bestie, obviously in year 7, but we didn't become besties until year 8, the end of year 8, like term 3 or the end of term 3 of year 8. And so we were besties, and then I moved to my besties group because like there was like a problem, one of her friends left, so then I joined the group. Yeah, I ended up joining her group to be like part of her friendship group. So then yeah, so I was in her group, and the rest is history. Just kidding. And then I was in her group, and we were like, it was just the 4 of us, because we were all learning sport. Like, yeah, anyway. So it was me, Lisa, my bestie, and then there was 2 other girls. And then anyway, and then in year 9, we ended up being in the same cool class. We ended up being in the same cool class, which is like, you do every single class together, because like cool class is like, you do religion together, you do history together, you do wood tech together, that's like your cool class. Anyway, so we were in like every single class together in year 9 and year 10 and in like year 11. In year 11, the only 2 classes we didn't have together was like, I did religion. No, I did history and she did PE. So that was like the only thing that we didn't do together was like in year. So we did like every single class together from year 8. From year 8, we did every single class together except for like 2. Because in year 9 and year 10, she did art and I did photography. Like she did art and I did photography. And in year 11 and 12, she did PE and I did history. So I loved history. I loved history class. I loved learning about World War One. I loved learning about the bugle. Like I loved learning about what was it, the pandemic that they had back in the old days, like the bugles and stuff. What was it, the Black Plague? I love learning about the Black Plague. I love learning about World War. It was just interesting to me. So yeah, so then we did like every single class together except for 2, and yeah, and now I'm here. Still trying to figure out what I want to do. I really want to do social media. I like would love to do social media, like love to. Like social media is my dream job. And I really, really hope that I can do social media. I'd love to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and I'd love to get 100,000 on TikTok. So I really, really hope I can do it. I really, really hope I can get 100,000 subscribers on TikTok. Because, yeah, and that is basically a summary of my life. I didn't really get into too much detail because really I can't remember a lot of detail of it, but yeah, my life is quite short still because I'm 18. No, I'm 20 this year. So yeah, but primary school was very, very awkward, but definitely my bestie Lisa has definitely taken me out of my shell, and now I am like quite confident. Not too confident, but I'm still quite confident, which, yeah. In year 8, in year 7, I ignored her, and I don't even remember that. That's so sad. I didn't even remember ignoring her, but anyway, and we're still besties. Like I just hanged out with her. I just hanged out with her on Monday and Tuesday, and yeah, and we're still besties to this day, and we're gonna be besties forever. So I'm very excited. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know my life story, and don't forget to give us a giant thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night, sparkles.